The Pinball Enterprise, and last I left off, I've basically been jumping around doing different sub-assemblies because I just wanted to get the basic components put together. And with the main body, I went ahead and put in a brass rod. And if you don't know how I do brass rods, I do telescoping brass rods, and I always use K&S 132 and 133. So anyway, here's the smaller one. The bigger one will fit over the brass rod. Just gives it more support. And I cut it a little long, if you can see right there. If necessary, if you need to make it a little bit shorter, just take you a pipe cutter, and you can cut it off and be good to go. But anyway, I'll run the wires down and all that. But we'll get to that later on. But anyway, I wanted to get the rod in there. Wanted to get it epoxied in, and it's good and sturdy. Did it also on the right here where it hits the neck, because I kind of shoved it over just a tad, and we're good and straight, and that's all that really matters. But anyway, got the main body, and I'm going to let that sit probably for another day. Just make sure that it is good and cured, and then we can start wiring everything, the deflector, and I want to get the nacelles built so I can get them wired up, and then get everything connected. Then we can start assembling, get the main body together. The Bussards, it's basically sub-assembling them, and I'm putting the, it's basically a blue LED. There's going to be no flickering or anything of that nature, just turn on blue, and that's pretty much it on that. After I get these assembled, I'm going to go this weekend, and I'm going to take some, probably some future and food coloring, especially blue food coloring, and dip them and give them that blue tint and make them a little more opaque, and so they'll glow real nice with the blue LED. But anyway, that's where I'm on that. So just jumping around doing sub-assemblies, so hopefully I'll be able to get a little more done in the next day or two. One thing I got to do is I got to stop and I got to do one decal, and that's for the Bussards here. I got to put the fan decal on, put that in, and then you'll have the tin blue with the fan, so everything should work out a-okay on that. But anyway, that's where I stand on the Pinball Enterprise. The Pinball Bird of Prey. I went ahead and got it assembled, and everything works. Lights work on it. I don't know if I can try to see if I can do this with one hand here. One lead. Yep. Went ahead and put the blinking LED in there. Saw a gentleman do that on his. I liked it real well. The made the engine solid, which I think gives it a nice just give it a little personality. But anyway, everything's run on a 9-volt. I did extra long wires here. You can always trim and fix it up. I said I was going to put a brass rod. I was told no need. This will be put on a custom stand inside the pinball machine. But anyway, that's done. That's really pretty much all I have to do on that. So I'll get that off the workbench and basically put it back in the box so I won't lose it or get dirty, and then we'll continue on with the Pinball Enterprise. The VK72, only thing I've done so far is I started primering it. I got basically right to there. Need to finish primering, and I got one light coat, if you can see, just real ever so lightly on there. And then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to shoot another coat on it, and then be ready for paint, and hopefully we can start putting paint on it this weekend. But after I get it primered, I got to go back in and trim a little bit of the hooks and everything. Mr. Knife here is just getting a little bit dull. I'm going to have to exchange a new blade. But I got to trim out the little hooks and just minor things. If I just make sure I didn't miss anything when I cleaned up the seams on the resin flash here. So anyway, that's where I stand on that. Hopefully get some paint on it this weekend. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are primering the VK72. Finished the Bird of Prey pinball. I'm just talking like Yoda backwards. finishing the Pinball Bird of Prey, and we are continuing on with the Pinball Enterprise. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.